Well, good afternoon, everybody, and starting lineups have been made for both Punxsutawney and our own Eagles. Welcome to the Eagle Ambassadors YouTube page. Joined today with the early start by Brett Butterworth. Brett, how are you today?
Doing well. Out a couple of days here. Got a sick household, and bear with me. I'm fighting a little bit of a cold myself.
Both teams, this is a weather makeup game, which is why it's an unusual start here early in the day. And also, both teams coming off a game last night. What kind of factors do you think that'll play into it? Winning tip, by the way, Jason Jones wins a tip. 7:56 left to go, first quarter. 2-3 zone set up by Punxsutawney.
I'm not sure what it's going to factor in. I know it was a pretty easy one last night for the Eagles. I wasn't here. I didn't see if the core five guys got to rest a little bit last night with a big win over Phillipsburg. And Punxsy coming off a big loss last night over Elk County Catholic.
Green's pass stolen. Three-pointer won't go. Rebound, Brian Green. Eagles look to run. Brandon Gettig out in space. Turnover once again. Bryce Green not too happy with that call. Looks like Brandon really didn't have control of the ball out in front of him.
No, it didn't really look like he did, Steve, and I probably would have looked to get the ball up the floor a little quicker than he did that possession.
Mancuso's going to handle the ball. He'll be guarded by Bryce Green. Eagles are in there man-to-man. Pass off to Sloniger. Sloniger gets it back. Out on top. Three-pointer won't go. Rebound. Tip in nicely by Tyler Young. Eagles are going to be down height-wise, but that's not unusual in the teams they played. Nice pass down low. Inside. Brian Green gets the first basket, and he'll go to the line to shoot one. Nice dish from Bryce.
This isn't our first time playing these guys. This will be our third, and the 2-3 zone, a little bit of 1-3-1 is pretty typical from these guys. Last year we handled them okay, but again lost our big guy. They returned their big scorer, Mancuso. Surely he's got to be a senior by now.
3-2 Eagles out in front. Eagles are going to stay in that full court. Man, Gettig. Tyler Young has the ball now. Jump ball reached in nicely by Brian Green. Alternate possession goes to Red. Inbounds to Mancuso. Mancuso guarded by Bryce Green. Out on top to Young. Young goes to the left hand, dribbles in, scoops it, won't get it to go. Rebound, Jason Jones. Jones, cross court to Brandon Gettig. Gettig looked like he was going to skip pass down low. They're going to set it up back out front. Jones for two, a little short. Young with the rebound. Looks like Jason didn't have his legs in on that one with that jump shot. Three-point shot, won't go. Foul underneath.
These guys do love to shoot from the outside. That's not uncommon. The previous two times we've played them, it's been their style of offense. And, I would look to see that the rest of the night.
Call goes on Sloniger, his first. Punxsutawney's second. 6:03 left to go. 3-2 Eagles just underway. Big week next week for the Eagles. 3 games in 4 nights. And big games Tuesday, Friday. Jones won't get the jump hook to go. Rebound by Young. Mancuso gives it back to Young. They go across to Sloniger. Sloniger anticipated a cut that didn't come. Turnover. for the Chucks. Sort of ironic that we're making up a game because of weather.
On Woodchuck Eve.
And now we're making it up on Groundhog Day Eve. If we get out of here before sunset, I think we'll be okay. I think they have the mojo working for him. Dyke to Jones. Jones goes to Getting, kicked by Tyler Young. It'll be Eagles ball in the corner. 5:26 left to go.
You know, Bald Eagles working their way out of a little slump here over the last couple of weeks, and you know, this being one of 2 remaining non-conference games left. So if there are any further hiccups, you'd like to see them come out tonight or Wednesday against Holiday Spurt.
Chucks have it in the front court. That's Sloniger guarded by Gettig. Out on top now. Goes to Curtis. Curtis, they get it down low. Nice move inside. That's Gear guarded by Dyke. It's 4-3. Punxsutawney out in front. 4:55 left to go first quarter. Dyke back to Gettig. Gettig dribbles down, pulls up, jumper. Gets it to go. Brandon Gettig with 2. It's 5-4. Baldiglary out in front.
And Brandon's been pretty hit or miss for these guys lately, you know, over the last week and a half to 2 weeks. He's having his ups and downs. It'd be nice to see him kind of work out of that. And, you know, here again, I wasn't here last night. You know, maybe he had an all right night last night.
Everybody had an all right night last night. Everybody scored, by the way, last night. Bryce Green for 3. Won't get it to go. Rebound will go to Gear. And he's going to be fouled by Brian Green. Swiped for the ball and got Gear's face instead.
It's really just not worth it, you know, that far from the bucket to even take a chance at it.
Punxsutawney on the inbounds. They get it in to Young. Young gets it back to Sloniger. Sloniger is going to be guarded by Gettig. Off of a pick comes Gear. Gear goes left hand, spins, turns, won't get it to go. Bryce Green with the rebound. Ryan Dyke gets the ball. He's going to penetrate. Gives it to Bryce Green. Bryce anticipated contact. It didn't come. Jones followed up and got the putback.
Having a huge problem this year with that, anticipating the contact instead of just, you know, taking it to the bucket strong, and if it happens, let it happen.
Mancuso out in front to the high post. It goes to Curtis. Curtis back to Mancuso. Won't get it to go. Rebound, Brandon Gettig. They boxed out nice that time, Brett. B pulls it up, gets it out to Bryce. Bryce back to Brandon. Ryan Dyke with steps. Turnover, Eagles, 3:23 left to go. First quarter, 7-4. And we are back on that slow pace that people are using against the Eagles so far. Mancuso's going to bring it up across the timeline. Gets it to Gear. I'm sorry, Young. Young guarded by Brian Green. He's got a count going.
And I'm going to say, Steve, that it's at nobody's fault but their own, you know, the tempo and the pace of this game. They've had numerous opportunities to get out in transition and score quick buckets, and they just haven't been able to capitalize. Here's another one.
Nice ball fake. Dyke came up with the steal, tried to pick it up off the floor, and now Dyke's going to be called for a foul. Just not quite in sync at the moment yet. 2:55 left to go. Dyke's first, team second. 2:55 left to go. First quarter. Eagles out in front, 7-4. Inbounds. Now back to the low post. Goes to Young. Back outside. Three-pointer. Got it. That's Sloniger. And we're tied at 7.
Bound to make one.
To the front court we go. Bryce Green has it. Down low. Brandon Gettig goes baseline. Nice pass back. Jones, one dribble, and gets it knocked out of his hands.
You're not going to not get that call very often when they're actually swatting down towards the man with the basketball. There's not too many times you're not going to get that call, so I'm sure the bench over here is a little bit disappointed.
Klingon-Smith will check in for Punxsutawney, and coming out of the game will be Will Curtis. You got to wonder if he hadn't put that one dribble down and just gone straight up with it, would he have gotten the shot blocked? Nice inbounds pass to Brian Green. Brian's got 5. Eagles 9. Punxsutawney 7. 2:24 left to go. Klingon-Smith guarded by Jones. 20 feet from the basket. Young has it. Now he goes to Mancuso. Off the top screen for three. Won't go. Bryce Green with the rebound. They look to run. Brandon Getty will pull up for three and gets it. Brandon with 5. It's 12-7, 1:56 left to go. They're bringing those screens out really high, Brett.
Yeah, and not disguising them very well either. Key to a good screen is to kind of set your guy up into it. And,
Klingon-Smith won't get that one to go. Rebound, though, by Young. Nice pass down low. And Sloniger is going to get the basket. 12-9, 1:23 left to go. Bryce Green goes with the left hand down low, pops it back out to Brian Green. Brian thought about shooting a three. Dyke will take the three, gets it to go. Ryan Dyke, first shot of the day from three land and scores. 15-9, 1:07 left to go in the first quarter.
And when these guys are on, Steve, there's not a whole lot of teams that are going to be able to keep up with them. Points
pick and roll that should have been a travel, and it will be a travel. Gear didn't like the call, but there was no contact before you actually took too many steps.
I think it was a great call.
Just under a minute left to go here. Eagles out in front, 15-9. Ryan Dyke gets it to Bryce Green. In the corner goes to Brian. Back out on top to Bryce. Ryan looks inside to Jones. Jones one bouncing up. In and out, rolls back down in. 17-9, 35 seconds left to go. It's not really been full court pressure. They just sort of been in man-to-man full court. 20 seconds left to go. Young goes with the left hand, spins, pulls up for a jumper, won't get it to go. Tipped outside. Young gets it back. Nice pass down low. Nice move by Mancuso. Won't get it to go. He'll get his own shot. Hack and one. Foul's going to be on Bryce Green. Mancuso's going to get the basket and go to the line to shoot one.
Bryce is a little upset with a call, but, had we secured the first 2 rebounds in that possession, we wouldn't be in this situation.
We talked about the lack of rebounding and boxing out. There was a case of 3 straight opportunities for Punxsutawney's. Mancuso goes to the line and gets it. 17-12. 8 seconds left. Ryan Dyke pushes it up the floor. Brandon Gettig goes to the right side. Gets it back to Ryan Dyke. It'll count. It does. Nice shot by Ryan Dyke.
Great way to end the quarter.
Eagles take the first quarter 20-12. Nice job, and they're hitting their shots tonight. We've seen them cold the last couple of times. Last night they were pretty on fire when they were on the floor. And last night there was a lot of – Bill had the senior start last night. They played as a group, and then they mixed and matched as the game went on. And everybody had a nice distribution about stuff.
It's great when you can get everybody out there, try a couple of new things, when you get a little bit of breathing room in a game. I doubt that we're going to see a whole lot of that with the remaining schedule. It's pretty well stacked.
This next week's going to be a lot of intensity with the trip to Penns Valley. Then Hollidaysburg comes back. That's the last non-league game. And then Friday night, big night. It is a combination of multiple things. It is the Tyrone rematch. It is coaches versus cancer. And it is senior night. So we're hoping for a big crowd here in the gym. If you can't watch it on the internet, checking into the ball game are Trey Butterworth and Jeffrey Bennett for the Eagles. Jones and the 2 Greens are on the floor as well.
And, the Eagles aren't out of the hunt on the league title yet with 3 losses. It puts them tied for second, I believe, with Tyrone. So win out, and, they're right there with a little bit of help. Somebody else knocking Penns Valley off there. They're in good shape.
Turnover by the Eagles. Mancuso has the ball, goes left-handed, brings it back between his legs, goes left-handed again. It's waiting on a screen. Tries to draw. Nice shot. 20-14, 7-12 left to go. Live streaming of this event made possible by the Eagle Ambassadors Incorporated. Jones goes up, gets a jump hook to go. He's got 6.
Bald Eagle's doing a great job, Steve, of attacking the short corner against this 2-3 zone. Let's just see if we can figure out if there's got to be a harder way to do it sort of thing. This is too easy.
I missed who that foul was on. It's going to be on number 23, Clayton Dale, who had just checked into the game. His first, Punxsutawney's third, 6:50 left to go. Donations to the Eagle Ambassadors are welcome. Visit our website at www.beambassadors.org. Brian from the corner, 3-ball gets it to go. 25-14 with 6:34 left to go. The road trip to Penns Valley, that will be a hostile environment.
Always
very hot gym, very loud gym. 3-ball, good. It's Mancuso. He's got 6. 25-17, 6:13 left to go. And then Friday night, well, let's just say it's the Tyrone rematch. And what a night for attempted alley-oop there. Didn't work. Jones tried to get it down to green. Turnover. That will be an epic night.
I think that game is going to be full of energy, crazy. There's some harsh feelings coming into it.
Bennett with the steal. He's going to go up with the left hand. Didn't get it to go. Green dribbled it once, and that allowed the defender to come back and foul him and knock the ball out. Fouls on Sloniger. The visitors aren't happy with that. Brian Green goes to the line to shoot 2. Misses the first. You get in that habit when you get the ball right there where you have to feel you need to put it down on the floor and then go up with it instead of just catching the ball and going right back up with it. It's an interval of a second, but that's all sometimes the defender needs to get back there and block a shot. 5:49 left to go, 26-17. Eagles out in front.
Yeah, court awareness, knowing where your defender is or where the defense is huge, and a lot of it boils down to whoever who taught a kid how to do a particular move to the bucket. It's hard to break of bad habits.
Ball's loose on the floor. Trey Butterworth comes up lame. Young gets the ball and scores. Trey looks a little winged there. He'll get the ball. Dribbles to his right, pulls up for 3. Got it. (29-19), 5:04 left to go. The reason for the whiteout, the Coaches versus Cancer T-shirts, folks, are white. And we hope everybody makes a purchase. And we'll wear those shirts for the final home game of the year. Mancuso dribbles in, loose ball. Bennett on the line when he got control of the ball. Punxsutawney will get possession back. And checking into the game will be John Matthews, who replaced Mancuso.
Now, I think Mancuso might have touched that last, leaving the ball go out of bounds. They might have maintained the
inbound
possession.
Pass.
And the bucket.
Young gets it on the inbound and a foul. He'll go to the line and shoot one. Fouls on Jeffrey Bennett, his first, Eagles' 4th. 4:39 left to go, 29-21. Bryce Green comes out, Ryan Dyke goes in. So on the floor right now, Brian Green, Ryan Dyke, Jason Jones, Trey Butterworth, and Bennett. Third one won't go. Jason Jones gets the rebound. He's going to get it to Trey in the front court. Trey gets it over to Brian Green. Into the post. Jones, one spin, bounce and a spin, and he gets the basket. Strong with the left hand. Nice addition to his game with that left hand.
And I know sometimes it looks so awkward, but he is so good at it.
Far side shot goes up, won't go. Jones with the rebound. Gets it to Brian Green, 4:05. Let's go. Eagles up by 10. Pass to Bubba Bennett, gets it to go.
Starting to see him get out a little bit here. And a timeout from Coach Neal.
And 3:58 left to go, 33-21. I think they just had to work a few of the butterflies out, a little of the rust. They did not get the starters did not get a lot of time last night. A lot of the reserves got a lot of extra time. The upperclassmen played, seniors played, and then the underclassmen played as a group until the fourth quarter. So a lot of these seniors sat for, I'm going to say, well, from the middle of the third quarter on in the game last night. One of the things that I talked with Bill Butterworth about last night, I said, Bill, most important thing is, that's right, nobody got hurt in a game like that.
Yeah, you hate to take a chance with them out there when they don't need to be. I mean, like I said, it's nice to get a night off like that. A game that's easily in control. Give everybody a little break. Little stubborn foul there by Jeffrey Bennett.
Didn't have the right angle and connected. Fifth team foul on the Eagles, second personal on Bennett. Ball's inbounded to Sloniger. He's going to be guarded by Butterworth. Fettigan gets the ball. Young set a screen, tried to roll off it, didn't get the ball. Shot goes up, won't get it to go. Rebound by Punxsutawney. Loose ball. Brandon Gedde gets it. They lead it up the floor. Trey Butterworth goes inside. Nice job.
Nice
that
pass.
with Jason Jones.
Great transition.
Jones has 10. That time did not put it on the floor. Went right up with the left hand and scored. Eagles out in front 35-21 with 3:12 left to go. Jones has 10 already in the first half.
That was a great transition. I know that a lot of times this year we will have a guard up there in the corner and the outlet pass up the floor and a lot of times have nobody running the lane.
Nice runner by Matthews for Punxsutawney.
Jason did a great job that last possession, getting down to the middle of the floor for the easy bucket.
Punxsutawney goes into a full court press. Ball tipped out of bounds by Matthews. Eagles retain possession. They'll inbound it right in front of the Punxsutawney bench. Trey goes far court. Brandon thought about going with the three-pointer. Gets it to Dyke. Dyke won't get it to go. Jones, however, gets the rebound and scores.
And probably is pushing a double-double already in the first half.
I'm only keeping points. I
We'll have to
can't
check that rebound
I
stat.
can't do rebounds and points at the same time. Nice three ball by Young.
Yeah, nice. He was contended and boxed out.
37-26. Pass goes across from Bennett to Butterworth, who gets it back to Gedde. Gedde penetrates, hop step, pulls up for 15, won't get it to go. Rebound by Young. Nice penetration on that zone, though. Young's going to go the whole length of the court. Now he kicks it back out to Matthews. Matthews pulls up, short. Rebound, though, blocked. Gear got the rebound, but Jones blocked it. Trey and Bubba come off, and the Wonder Twins, Bryce and Brian, return to the floor. It's 37-26. We got a minute 54 left to go. Punxsutawney inbounds. Interesting play. The inbounds man threw it in and then immediately went down to the low post and posted up. That's an interesting move, Trey. Young has it. He's outside. He gets it into the paint.
Well, I think
Mancuso has
Punxsy
it. Now Matthews.
really likes this matchup down here with Ryan Dyke and
Gear.
They just haven't got it to him yet.
Jason Jones gets the ball up to Bryce Green. Bryce with a runner. Contact won't go. Jones with a shot. Another rebound for Jones. He's going to be fouled. Go to the line to shoot two. And the foul is going to be on Gear. His first. Fifth team foul. Jason makes the first. He is having a nice first half. Sammy Connor checks in for Ryan Dyke. Minute 21 left to go. Jones won't get the second one. Could be the only error he's had so far in this first half. Young has it out in front, guarded by Jones. We're just on the other side of a minute left to go first half. Pass inside, stolen by Brian Green. Brian should have been a carry, wasn't called.
Yeah,
Brian
that
with the
was
basket.
iffy.
40-26. The Punxsutawney bench called it. I agreed with them. 3 ball.
And Mancuso is their
Mancuso.
guy.
They'll go up the sideline to beat the press. Sammy gives it to Jason. Jason's on fire. Why not take another one? Jones is having himself a night. Mancuso's going to be guarded by Bryce Green. Young has the ball, takes it in the corner to Matthews. Matthews goes baseline on Sammy. Sammy is going to be called for a foul. Matthews with the basket and a foul. 6th-team foul for the Eagles. First. And, you know, if I'm Bill, I don't know if I want to get Jason out. He's on fire.
Yeah, I know a lot of guys in high school basketball like to get that, you know, last minute of the half rest. But these guys, they're young. You know, they could turn around and play another complete game, 64 minutes of basketball a day. I've seen it happen.
Foul call on Sloniger, his 3rd, team 6th. Inbounds goes to Brandon out on top. There's 18 seconds left to go. He gets it to Bryce. Bryce down to Sammy. Sammy, Noah Chambers, by the way, checks in for Jason Jones, who double dribbled. 11 seconds left to go in the first half.
Need some solid defense here, Steve, for the last 11 seconds to take the double-digit lead into halftime.
And try not to foul. You don't want to send him to the line. 10 seconds left to go. Mancuso's got the ball. He's going to be guarded by Bryce Green. Down low, ball stolen by Brian. There's 4 seconds left. Bryce has enough time. It counts, and that's how the half ends. Bryce with his first points of the game. Couldn't come at a better time, and a great half of basketball for the Eagles. That was a great quarter altogether. 24-19 in that quarter. Eagles out on top, and they are up 44-31 as we go to halftime.
Kind of found their rhythm there late in the second half, getting to be a little bit more themselves, a little more runouts, takeaways on defense. Let's just see if we can carry that over for another 16 minutes.
We're going to step aside, but the video is going to go of the future of Bald Eagle basketball on the floor right now. So we'll be back with second half action, but enjoy the video watching these young guys play. Eagle Ambassadors make this live streaming possible. www.beambassadors.org.
50-50 number, 859-574, 859-574, $35. Just come on over here to the, what's it called, equipment room here, and we'll pay it. 859-574.
I'm on.
Welcome back from halftime. Hope you enjoyed the Futures game. It's like the NBA All-Stars. Brett, they have the Futures game one night, and the next night it's the All-Stars. Mancuso.
When are we going to do the senior game?
I retired.
The
Ball
old
kept
folks'
alive that time by number 25, Sloniger. 44-33. Eagles out in front. Starting five for the Eagles. Gettig, Dyke, Green, and Jones.
Punxsutawney getting a little more aggressive out of this zone, looking to trap there at half court. Forced a bad shot.
Young gets it down the corner to Klingensmith. Ball turned over. Brian Green goes perpendicular, then he goes forward, tries to get it down low, forced it into his brother. No, check that. He tried to force it into Jones. Nice pass down the court. Over the back, not called. Let's go one
Twice.
more time. And finally a reach-in foul. I'm surprised that Klingensmith's surprised that he got called for that. And I am too, because there should have been two over the backs first. 7:04 left to go. Klingensmith gets his first.
And here's the 1-3-1, Steve, I talked about with you earlier in the game. This is very common. I'm sure that Coach Butterworth and the guys went over this sometime last week.
Dyke out on top, gets it to Bryce Green. Bryce is going to hold the ball. Wait to see what the defense does. Klingensmith pops out, gives it to Dyke. They go right back to Green. What they're trying to do is bait them out far enough so that they can get it down in the low post on the backside to Brian Green. Brian's closest guy to Brian is us. Brandon Getty gets the ball off. Tipped aside by Brian Green.
And the 1-3-1 can be very effective, but there are a lot of holes in it. And
Eagles were a little deliberate on that setup.
very deliberate. A lot of I don't like to see guys play basketball at half court. There's a lot of holes. There's a lot of seams in that zone. I'd like to see these guys go at it a little bit.
Mancuso goes down, picks up his dribble, kicks it back outside to Young. Young will take a three, won't get it to go. Rebound by Bryce Green. Coach Butterworth imploring the guys to get it up the floor and not let that zone get set up. Green in the corner. Gettig goes to the left hand, gets it inside to Enfuego. Goes with the left hand again. Keep feeding Jones, folks. He's hot. 17 for Jason tonight. This evening, I should say. We're not actually into the night yet. Eagles staying their man. Ball tipped aside by Bryce Green. Nice catch by the coaches of Punxsutawney with the one hand. Klingensmith set to inbound. He'll get it to Mancuso. Mancuso guarded by Bryce Green. Mancuso uses the elbow to clear, pulls up, gets the jumper.
Yeah, it'll be nice to get out of here before 9:30 tonight.
Brian and Bryce playing catch on the far side of the court.
Dangerously playing catch.
Lob
that pass
again.
is going to get
Dyke.
you.
Dyke tried to throw that one across. Gettig ends up with the loose ball, gets it to go.
Could be a great time for a timeout, Steve. Pull it together here a little bit, work on or go over what they worked on. He is hot as well.
Mancuso, another three ball. 49-35. Check that, 49-38. Crowd knows that the clock operator made a move. Jones.
Nice take.
He'll get to the line to shoot two. They'll come back and reset the scoreboard.
Well, as I was saying a couple of minutes ago, Steve, I don't like to see these guys playing basketball out here at half court. Nothing good can happen out there, but a turnover. I like to see them play where they always have an opportunity to do something or to score. Run your offensive set at 22 or 23 feet.
Ron Williams checking with the clock operator and the book operators. 49-38 is the score. Jones will go to the line to shoot 2.
And what did we come up with there on the clock?
4:21 left to go.
Yeah, did we lose a few seconds?
No. Jones to the line. What was in question was, first one bounces out for Jones. What was in question was the 3 was put on the wrong side.
Oh, okay.
Jones with the second of 2. Shooters roll.
That's one thing I've noticed from running the clock here, Steve, that the fans will never let you get the score wrong.
No. Well, they pay good money to get in, and they should. Young gets to Mancuso. Mancuso's guarded by Bryce. He's 24 feet from the basket. Dyke tried to step it away. Young looked like he took an extra step, but he got away with it. Back to Mancuso. He sets a screen. Now he moves with the screen. Not called on there. Mancuso's going to shoot from 20 and get it.
You almost need one of those guys they call in hockey a goon, to grab a hold of them and say, hey, your job is nothing. I don't care if you score a basket, but you do not let this guy get out of your sight. One leg in his shorts, and the other one's fighting to get in.
Jones took the three-pointer, didn't get it to go. Mancuso has the ball again. Fakes off the screen. He won't get that one to go. Jones goes up. Rebound, though. And the tip in by Klingensmith.
Punxsutawney clawing their way back in here.
Kick. 3:12 left to go. It's 50-43. And Punxsutawney will add extra beef down low. Inbounds pass goes to Brandon Gettig. They get it back out on top. Now to Jones from 15 feet. Goes to the left hand. Takes
Nice
it,
take.
spins, draws a foul. Curtis with his second.
Nice
Second and a
long
half.
stride there on that move. Great way to create space and not a travel.
Utilizing that left hand to set up the right hand on that move. 3:02 left to go here, third quarter. Jones to the line. Gets the first. 51-43. Step back. Nice rebound by Bryce.
Great rebound.
Brian kicks it out. They get over to Brandon
Oh.
Gettig. Brandon from 20.
Got it. Might be 22.
54-43, 2:48 left to go. Eagles now go into their press. 5 call. And a
Coach Neal
timeout
wants a
called.
timeout.
30-second timeout. Nice job by the Eagles. They worked their way back to a double-digit lead, went right back into that full-court pressure. They let it go for a little bit, then they went right back into it, caught them off guard, and 5-second call. It'll be Eagles ball underneath. And I think they called the 5-second call before he called the timeout, so it should be Eagles ball.
Should be Eagle ball on the baseline.
Quick reminder, folks, that donations to the Eagle Ambassadors Incorporated are welcome. Visit our website at www.beambassadors.org for more information. They'll accept donations. They're gladly welcome. They provide the live streaming. Inbounds play. Bryce tried to get it to Ryan Dyke. Ryan fighting with the ball for the ball. It's loose on the floor. Bryce comes up with it. Gets it back out on top to Brian Green. Now Punxsutawney goes man. That 1-3-1 was working. I'm not sure where they broke off of that. Green to Dyke. Dyke to Brian Green. Nice roll to Jones. Jones is going to be about 18 feet from the basket. Goes with the left hand. Jason has developed a nice left hand. Won't get the bank
It
shot
was a
to
great
go.
isolation there.
In the corner for three. That's Sloniger. (54-46). Eagles break the press. Nice kick to Jones. Draws another foul. So Jason to the line to shoot his fifth and sixth free throws of the quarter.
And how many for the night? 10?
He's only at 8 so far, but it's early. Makes that first one.
And I forgot to check with our girls down here to see, but I'm betting he's pushing a double-double.
Well, he's at the 20-point mark right now. Got the second there. 56-46, Eagles up by 10, 1:46 left to go in the quarter. Klingensmith is going to guard Jason Jones, and I'm surprised Jason's this far out away from the basket. I'd have picked him up at the three-point line. I wouldn't have picked him up at half court. Klingensmith's going to go with the left hand. Now he switches back to the right. 5 count on him. No, gets it away in time. Young guarded by Brian Green. Funny spin on the ball. Mancuso seems to get it out in front. He's going to shoot from where he likes it. Misses everything that time. And a foul call on Bryce Green.
Delayed call.
His second. And Mancuso will go to the line to shoot 3. (56-46). Won't get the first one.
Well, the way he's shooting tonight, Steve, that was a good foul.
That is. Maybe get him at 15 feet. He can't make him. Or maybe he can. Gets that one to go. And checking into the game will be Clayton Dale for Punxsutawney. Mancuso to the line to shoot his third of 3. 2 out of 3 for Mancuso at the line. 56-48, Eagles out in front. Matthews is going to guard Bryce Green full court. Nice screen by Ryan Dyke. Nice give and go.
Great.
Jones
Great
to
job.
Bryce. Nice job. 58-48. That looked like a walk.
It did.
Spin move by Young.
It's like they want to
58-50 with 52 seconds left to go.
turn the heat up a little bit here defensively from Bald Eagle.
Bryce is going to call for a screen. He'll kick it out to Gettig. Gettig looks at the clock. There's 43 seconds left. He'll wait on the screen from Jones.
It was there.
Gets it to Dyke for 3.
Dyke is hot tonight.
3 of 3 from three-point land for Ryan Dyke. It's 61-50 with 20 seconds left. Foul call. Foul on Brian Green, his second of the quarter. And checking in will be Fettigan for Young. Matthews looks to inbound. Off a double screen. They throw it out to Mancuso. Mancuso not quite in his comfort range yet till he crosses the timeline. Now he is. Let's see if he pulls up from the red line. He's going to penetrate, kicks it outside. That's Dale with the three-pointer.
What's the count on three-point shots here tonight, Steve? Both sides are on fire.
B gets it to Jason Jones. Good if it goes. It will not. It's 63-53 after 3 quarters of play. I believe in that quarter, Punxsutawney
won that
outscored
quarter.
22-19.
Yeah.
Threes for the Eagles so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. For Punxsutawney, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the 18-foot line's pretty popular. Well, let's run down quick foul-wise. Brian and Bryce Green each have 2. Jeffrey Bennett has 2 for the Eagles. For Punxsutawney, Sloniger's got 3, and Curtis has 2. Everybody else, 1 or nothing to mention. Eagle ball to start the fourth quarter.
And this year, Steve, we've noticed with Bald Eagle that they're either making every one they shoot or they're not making one, period. And it appears tonight that they got the bottom of the bucket.
Young tipped it off at Gettig, and it went out of bounds. Crowd's going to call for that.
Referee Ron Williams overturning the call there.
Ball underneath. Nice inbounds pass. A little after the whistle, Gear threw it off a green. Let's see if that develops in anything else with 7:54 left to go. Ball's tipped and stolen away. 3-on-0. And rebound. Klingensmith makes it. Things starting to heat up. Intensity's picking up. Jones won't get it to go. Young with the rebound pushes it up the floor. Mancuso from 22 won't get it to go. Rebound.
Punxsy wants the over-the-back call there.
Jones, dribble, spin, kicks it out to Dyke. Dyke for 3.
Just short.
7:13 left to go. It's 63-55. Punxsutawney pushes it up the floor. 3-ball won't go. Foul underneath on the floor. Fouls on Dyke, his second. Third.
Coach Butterworth here stressing that he wants his guys to control the ball before they're worrying about the run out.
Nice inbounds play as Gear beat Dyke on the inside. It's 63-57. Bryce goes left hand, penetrates, foul on the floor. Foul's going to be on number 23, Clayton Dale, his second. Now 5 in the second half on Punxsutawney. Eagles look to inbound. Brandon gets it in the low post, gives it to Jones. Jones with the kiss and the basket. I wouldn't know if you want to call this a career night for Jason or not. He's got 25 so far. 6:38 left to go. It's 65-57. Trey Butterworth set to check in at the timeline at the next stoppage. Young has the ball, goes left hand, drives in, won't get it to go. Rebound, Brandon Gettig, 2-on-2. Let's see what we do here. Gettig, spin move.
Got it.
Took it coast to coast. 67-57 with 6:15 left to go. Foul call on Dyke, his third, and to the line will be Gear to shoot 2. $6:11 left to go. Brett?
6-11, back to 10 points.
Still at 10. Bennett and Butterworth check in for Dyke and Gettig. So your lineup now for the Eagles will be Jones, Bryce Green, Brian Green, Jeffrey Bennett, and Trey Butterworth. Gear to the line for his second. Won't get it to go. Rebound by Brian Green. Young jumped over the back. No call there, but no call from the Punxsutawney people. Kick ball underneath. Ball goes to the Eagles. Bryce to inbound. Jeffrey Bennett in the corner. Goes cross court to
Dangerous
Trey.
pass.
Trey goes down, comes back out on top. Now he kicks it back out on top to Bryce Green. Punxsutawney back in their man-to-man. Bryce Green, top of the circle. Goes left hand. Kicks it out to Trey Butterworth for 3. Won't get it to go. Rebound, Jason Jones. Jason's going to be fouled. 6-team foul now.
Looking back there, I don't think we made it to the bonus in the first half, either team.
No.
Means one of two things, as you got lackadaisical basketball, or you got officials that were letting them play. And I think we're, being let play here tonight.
Bryce has the ball. Punxsutawney stays there man-to-man. Gives it to Brian. Brian gives it back to Bryce. Bryce at the three-point line gives it to Trey. Jones looks to post up. Jones gets it in the center. Kicks it back out inside. 3 seconds.
I didn't see the elbow that they're worried about down there, but he definitely wants it called.
Well, he's quite emphatic about it, that's for sure. Young gets the ball from Sloniger. Sloniger's going to bring it up the floor. Bennett's going to pick him up at the half-court line. Outside to Mancuso. He's going to switch direction and make another one. Timeout called. Full timeout.
So it's the Jones-Mancuso show here tonight. Jones leading all scorers with 25 and Mancuso with 23.
And no one else close. I mean, we have the Eagles have 2 in double digits. And so does Punxsutawney.
Brian and I believe Brandon Gettig as well.
Yes.
Should be. So 3 guys in double digits for Bald Eagle.
Gettig's got 13. Brian has 5, 11. Dyke has 9. Trey Butterworth has 3. And the name we haven't mentioned, that's right, that's Jason Jones. He's got 25. Might be another reason why the coaches are saying he's been using his elbows all night. Actually, he has to usually use jump hooks. 5:09 left to go. Eagles up by 7. Eagles ball. They can run the floor.
Jeffrey Bennett to the middle. Switched out with Brian Green there.
Trey Butterworth gets it up to the front court to Brian Green. Brian Green goes down low to Jones. Jones gets it out front to Bryce Green. He had Trey.
Had the cutter and went with the dangerous choice back out that midcourt.
Jones picks and rolls. Bryce comes back out front. They're going to burn a little clock here. 4:42.
He's got the 5. There we go.
Kick it out to Butterworth. Butterworth goes baseline. Draws contact. No call. Bennett gets it back out front to Bryce Green. Bryce to Brian. Back to Bryce. Bryce is set to come back out on top. Reach in. Ball tipped away. They get it back out on top to Bennett.
Got the 5 count going.
Butterworth down low. Baseline gets it to Brian Green. Didn't have it in the right spot. Jones is posted up. He's got a mismatch height-wise. They got to take advantage of that. Bennett gets it to Bryce. Bryce is guarded by Mancuso. He gives it to Brian.
He's got to watch.
They get it to Jones. Jones going to pull up and take it. Won't get it to go.
Well, see, that's the frustrating thing is you have nearly a minute on that possession and to settle for that shot. Kind of disappointing.
Young misses a jumper. Ball kept alive. 3:33 left to go. Eagles out in front by 7. Brian gets it to Bryce. Bryce goes with the left hand. Now he switches back to the right. Gets it to Jones. Jones goes left hand. Nice move.
Nice cut
Bubba
by
Bennett.
Jeffrey Bennett.
He's got 4. 69-60 with 3:15 left to go. Young pushed off on that. Nice defense by Brian Green. Ball kept alive.
Right there they had the numbers on a run out.
Surprising that they want to slow it down. Trey Butterworth with a nice pick. Screens nice. Goes up. Gets.
And the bucket.
That time he anticipated the contact but shot the ball anyway. Was able to make the shot.
I've been on him his whole life about that, Steve.
Really, you know him?
Oh, the double clutching, and then I'll tell you, him and I fight it out like cats and dogs on that one-handed bounce pass of his.
72-60, that foul was on Young. Punxsutawney breaks a press.
Oh, yeah.
Foul's going to be on Jason Jones. And Gear will go to the line.
Is that really his first foul?
It is his first foul. Hey, they don't call it on LeBron. And I bet Kevin Durant hasn't had a foul called on him in a month and a half.
Kevin Durant and LeBron James sell seats, Steve.
Bennett comes off and Dyke comes back on the floor with 2:45 left to go. 72-61. Brandon Getty gets the ball to Trey Butterworth in the front court. It's Butterworth, Dyke. Nice pass from Trey Butterworth.
Appears that Punxsy was out of bounds before the throw-in.
Gear likes to throw that ball off people. That usually comes back to bite guys eventually. Inbounds to Dyke. Dyke goes with the right hand. Mancuso's got him. Brandon Gettig on the far side. Spins. Nice cut to Jones. Jones
Great
won't
cut.
get it to go. Ball kept alive by Brian Green. Red ball. Went out of bounds off Brian. 2:15 left to go. It's 72-61. Inbounds to Mancuso. Gettig's going to guard him. 2:13 left to go. Mancuso's going to dribble it twice. He's going to penetrate. Hop step. Draws the foul. Fouls on Butterworth. His first.
And I'm kind of curious how long Bald Eagle's going to let him stand out there and dribble between his legs before somebody jumps out and doubles off on him.
Well, they only have one foul left to give. That's the problem. Mancuso with the first. 72-62. Second one. Got it. 72-63. 2 minutes left. Trey Butterworth gets it down low to Jones. Beats the press. Nice job. You know what? Just keep feeding Jason. It's easy to say. It's an easy name to pronounce. Gear gets that one. Getty gets it to Brian Green. They have numbers. Kicked it out to Jones. Jones gets it back to Brian. Mancuso on him. Now to Gettig. Down to Jones in the low post. Nice give to Brian Green.
On the
He's
head.
going to get fouled. Fouls on Gear. His second.
And Ryan Dyke, I did notice there, Steve, made a great cut to the basket. I'll tell you, we're just going to have to sit down with him one of these nights and talk about his 40 time, though.
Well, it's not always about speed. Sometimes it's a marathon, not a sprint. 75-65. I've used that line many times coaching these kids in various sports. That's why they built cars, Brett. Second one won't go. Rebound Young. It's 75-65. There's 1:20 left to go. Down low pass to Matthews. Able to keep it. Ball kept alive. Dyke with the steal. He's going to run the floor. Take it coast to coast. Didn't get it to go. Brian Green gets it back, though, and puts it in, and it's 77-65 with a minute left to go. A.J. Onder set to check in. Nice steal by Trey Butterworth. Couldn't keep it. Took it away from Matthews and couldn't get it to go.
I don't know. Do we give him the turnover on that? Or a deflection?
And we're going to have that was all one motion, so I'm not going to give him a turnover. And we're going to swap out the starters for the reserves as the starting five come off with a minute left to go.
And I guess the bad news here, Steve, is that Eagle Valley is stuck with 12 more weeks of winter after this.
Gear drives to the basket and scores. It's 77-67. Trey Butterworth pulls it out front. Foul by Mancuso. His first.
Are you going to make the trip to Punxsutawney for tomorrow?
That's 7:20 a.m. Actually, the game's over in enough time. We should leave now. Butterworth misses the first one. Front end of a one-on-one. Mancuso drives in. Blocking foul on Trey Butterworth. His second will go to the line to shoot now.
You know, my wife and I have talked for years about going up there, and it would actually work out good.
It is not like the movie, in
well,
case you're wondering. It's not
know,
downtown. Gobbler's Knob is outside of town.
We
Mancuso
want
makes
the
first.
experience, Steve. It's all about the experience.
It actually, if you go in the off season for Punxsutawney Phil, he lives. It's 7768, by the way. Punxsutawney Phil actually lives
In the library.
in the
I'm told.
corner of the library.
And I'm told he lives
7769.
very well.
He's doing okay for himself. Was not backcourt. Nice tip in the front by Trey Butterworth to get it to A.J. Onder. He gets it to Noah Chambers. He's triple teamed. Pass in the corner to Trey Butterworth. 17 seconds off. Sammy sets a screen. There's going to be a foul. And let's see who's going to the line. Looks like Trey.
Yeah, I'm told that's the most well taken care of groundhog possibly ever.
Well, I think much like at SeaWorld with Shamu, there might be more than one Punxsutawney Phil.
You think?
There might be. Butterworth misses the first. He actually gets 2 this time. It's 10 fouls now.
Well, I don't know if I want to go then. I
mean-
want to see the real Phil.
When you go to the Phantom of the Opera, you're going to see the guy with the mask on, aren't you? Trey makes a second. It's 78-69 with 15 seconds left to go. Mancuso pulls up. Let's see if he can drain another. Won't get it to go. Young thought he had it, but he did not. He was on the line when he got the ball. Eagles up by 9. Sammy threw it to Trey. Trey did everything but have the ball. Young from way downtown. Won't get the roll, and that's how this ball game will end. Eagles 78, Punxsutawney 69. Now let's talk about the benefits as we wrap things up here. They're a AAA team from a different district, but when I talked to Bill the other day, it was important that we get this game in prior to Tuesday. And what is the significance of this Tuesday?
This Tuesday would be the cutoff for the district playoffs and the seeding. So every game up until Tuesday will count for points. Us being a AA school, Punxsutawney being a AAA school, will be awarded extra points for this victory because of the size in schools. The same thing goes with the win over Central Mountain and Du Bois. You know, those Quad A schools, those are big when it comes to district seeding, which will happen Tuesday.
Speaking of Tuesday, Eagles travel to Penns Valley for a rematch in Millheim. We won't be able to carry that, but we'll be talking about it a lot on Wednesday when the Eagles host the Golden Tigers of Hollidaysburg.
I'm sure it'll be a great game. If you can find a seat, get over there and check it out.
For Brett Butterworth, I'm Steve Miller. Thank you for watching the YouTube channel of the Eagle Ambassadors. Eagles win 78-69. We'll see you again on Wednesday night. For everybody here in the gym, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.